Well, dear students, hello and welcome to Teach Together Try with Mr. Burns. Today we're going to be looking at the lowest common multiple, or LCM. Okay, here we go. Okay, in order to know what the lowest common multiple is, you've really got to know what a multiple is. So let's just look at a multiple. So let's just look at a multiple, and a good example of a multiple is something like, oh look, if I just write 2 times 4 equals 8, we can say that 8 is a multiple of 2 and a multiple of 4, because 2 goes into 8 and 4 goes into 8 as well. So 8 is a multiple of these numbers here. Or look, let's get a bit more technical. You can say 5 times 3 equals 15. So we can say that 15 is a multiple of 5 because 5 goes into 15, doesn't it? And 15 is a multiple of 3 because 3 goes into 15, doesn't it? It goes in 5 times, doesn't it? Okay. We don't even need to do the times signs. For example, we can say that 7 and 3 go into 21, don't they? Because 7 times 3 equals 21, and 3 times 7 equals 21. So 21 is a multiple of 7 and 3. Okay. Now, because you're up to this activity, I'm assuming you know what these are. I'm not going to go too far into it, but I will tell you that they are, of course, they are your factors. They're your factors. And, of course, the factors are the numbers that go into the multiples. The factors are the numbers that go into the multiples. So the factors go into the multiples, but the multiples are the big numbers that the factors go into. Okay, I hope that makes some sense. Here's some more factors and multiples. Let's go and have a look at a couple more. For example, you've got 2. Let's just hit 2. Oh, sorry, it's not working, is it? 2 and 2 and 4, right? These are your factors over here, and 2 and 4 both go into 8, don't they? They go into 8. What else does 2 and 4 go into? They both go into 12. I know they go into 12. What else do 2 and 4 go into? They go into 16, right? So there could be many different multiples. You don't just have to have one multiple. You can have lots of different ones. Here's some other factors down here. You can have 6 and 4. So what does 6 and 4 go into? Well, 6 times 4 is 24, so there's an obvious one. But what does 6 go into that 4 also goes into? Gee, I have to pause and work one out. Duh, Mr. Burns, that was easy. 12 is another one that both of those numbers go into. Okay, so over here, here's your factors, and over here are your multiples. Okay, so I'm hoping you understand what factors are and what multiples are. Now we're up to, what does lowest common multiple mean? What does lowest common multiple mean? We had to understand really what multiples were before we could really get here. So I'm going to just write down exactly what the lowest common multiple means. Here it is. The lowest common multiple is the smallest number. The lowest common multiple is the smallest number that 2 or more factors can divide into. I'll read it again. The lowest common multiple is the smallest number that 2 or more factors can divide into, right? And so when we say lowest, we're meaning the lowest common multiple is the smallest. Smallest means lowest, so the lowest number. The common bit is that 2 or more factors can divide into. So both factors can divide into it. That means that they're common. That's what's common about it. Common means the same thing. That's what common means. It's all the same, okay? So we're really looking for the smallest number that 2 or more factors can divide into. The same number. For example, e.g., here we go. Let's just start off nice and simple. 4 and 5, all right? So there's our two factors. The lowest number, the smallest number they can go into, that they can both divide into is Is it 10? No, because 4 can't divide into 10. Is it 15? Well, that's good for 5, but 4 can't divide into 15. It's 20, right? It's 20. 4 goes evenly into 20, and 5 goes evenly into 20. And 20 is the lowest number that they can both divide into. Here's your lowest common multiple over here, and here's your factors, 4 and 5. Let me do another one. I'm going to do another one. I'm having such fun. What about, let's do 3 and 2. What is the smallest number that 3 and 2 can divide into? What is the lowest common multiple, right, of 3 and 2? Okay. Can 3 go into 4? No. Can 3 go into 5? No. Can 2? Well, 2 can't go into 5 anyway. It's 6, right? It's 6. 3 can go into 6 and 2 can go into 6 as well. So 6 is your lowest common multiple. Okay? Time for you to have a go. Well, let's do one together. Let's do one together. Okay, here's your factors. 6 and 8. Here's your factors. 6 and 8. There they are. So, what is the smallest number they can both go into? Right? Is it, you just have to start to do some testing. Is it 12? Okay, right. So 6 goes into 12 2 times. Does 8 go into 12? No. What about 8 times 3? Is it 24? What do you think? You decide on an answer. You decide on an answer for me. Okay? You actually write down what you think the answer might be in your book. You do that. Pause me and do that. Okay, I hope you're back. And I hope you've discovered that actually I think it is 24. If you can do better than 24, I'm very interested. 6 times 4 is 24 and 8 times 3 is 24. I don't think you can get any number lower than 24 that both these numbers will divide into. 6 goes into it 3 times, 8 goes into it, no it doesn't, 6 goes into it 4 times, 8 goes into it 3 times. Let's have another go. Here you go, let's have another go. You can do this one yourself, I think. How about 12 and 20? What's going to be their lowest common multiple? What's the number that 12 goes into that 20 goes into as well? This is tough. Pause me and have a go. You're going to have to do some experiments. Pause me and have a go. Okay, I hope you've paused me. I'm going to change my pen color just for excitement purposes over here. Rightio, there you go. So just do some experiments. You've got to do some experiments. Right, well, 12 goes into 24, yeah, but 20 doesn't go into 24. It's going to have to be a number with a 0 on the end of it. I would think 60. I would think 60. Because I know that 12 goes into 60 5 times, doesn't it? And 20 goes into 60 3 times. Can you think of another number that 12 and 20 both go into? Sorry, let me start again. Can you think of another number that 12 and 20 go into that is less than 60? Can you possibly think of one? Because I can't. I can't do that at all. Okay, I think that 60 is indeed the lowest common denominator. I mean, 2 times 20 would be 40, wouldn't it? So 3 and 12 doesn't go into 40. So I think 20 goes into 60 3 times, 12 goes into 5 6 times. I think that 60 is your lowest common multiple. 60 is your lowest common multiple. All right, I hope that has been helpful. Year 5, thanks for watching.